After almost 4 years of living in Freedom Estates at Shepherd, a local military family says they are having health problems due to poor living conditions, and now they are taking action. Okay, everybody at home, I want you to close your eyes. Do you feel that? It's the Force, bringing you a blockbuster to a streaming service near you. Coming up, the treat in store for May the 4th. Just into our newsroom right now, 32 new cases of COVID-19 in Wichita County. Those are over the weekend numbers. Now we are at over 200 cases here. So Governor Greg Abbott is joining us live to talk about the state's response. Governor, thank you so much for joining us. So today during a press conference, you said COVID-19 cases are going up at an unacceptable rate. But honestly, do you think phase 3 of your reopening plan had anything to do with this? And what is your response, or what is your plan to reduce these number of cases? Well, a Wichita Falls teen is home safe and sound tonight after he left his home at 7:30 yesterday evening and did not come back. The search for David Stephen Cutter began when his parents called authorities late last night. Wichita Falls police, family, friends, and neighbors all searched for him. His grandmother says he didn't have his phone, became lost while walking his Blue Heeler last night, hunkered down, and then his dog helped lead him back home this afternoon. Well, a North Texas mother is sharing this heart-stopping video she wants every parent to see. It shows the moment her little boy came too close to drowning. Now she's warning all families that this could literally happen to anyone. Turning now to something that has a lot of people talking online. A video of a woman yelling at a restaurant manager because the staff thought her handicapped husband was drunk and refused to serve him alcohol. Yoga is about finding your center, and it has a slew of health benefits. But what if we told you that while you're also doing yoga, you could drink, you can curse, and you can so-called rage out? How do you know the moment you're suffering from a heart attack? Well, in tonight's Healthy You, we're going to check out the symptoms you need to be aware of, and can you actually suffer from a broken heart? In tonight's Healthy You, we're talking about bariatric surgery, or weight loss surgery as it's called, specifically black market weight loss surgery, what to look out for, and how to figure out if weight loss surgery is right for you. Yeah, Daryl, this program is a great way for kids to get that extra nourishment they need throughout the entire school year. But the problem is, now that kids are back at home, and they're pretty much stuck at home right now, they can't get those power packs. And so that's why the food bank is working super hard to do that, but they need the funds to do so. So in a recent press conference, you spoke very passionately about what happened to George Floyd and how we have to make sure it never happens in Texas. So what are you doing right now with state lawmakers to address police violence against the black community? We have Harlem Globetrotter Sweet Lou too to talk all about it. So Sweet Lou, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Now this is very cool because your dad is actually a Globetrotter too. That's pretty awesome. So it runs in the family. So I guess I'm doing this first.
Yeah, you're the first guinea pig.
Ladies first. Okay, so let me smell it. It smells like Coke. It feels like spring.
It's delightful, isn't it?
I love it. It makes me in a better mood. It makes me like pleasant to be around, right?
We need this weather all the
time.
Right? Yeah. No, it's delightful. I took a break in the middle of the afternoon. I'm usually in here doing, show prep, getting ready, and I just walked for a little while. Went down the driveway and just
could have kept walking.
And I probably should have kept on walking. Let's go ahead.
Now I'm lactose intolerant, y'all. Oh. But I'm going to bend a few rules.
Maybe it's going to be okay.
This.
All right, we've only smelled this. We wanted to just see online, TV to see.
All right,
how
I'm waiting for you to do it.
Okay.
Ready? Okay.
I think it's really good.
After losing not only his wife but his teenage son to a mysterious heart defect, a Shepherd instructor and father has turned his sorrow into action. Christopher Nelson had the outward appearance of a normal, healthy teenage boy. He attended Burke Burnett High School, he rooted for the Dodgers, and joined the JROTC program. But underneath the surface, a tragedy was about to unfold that his father Marty couldn't prepare for.
I get a phone call, and Tina told me that, hey, we took him to the cardiologist. They said his heart rate's really low, but they're not going to hospitalize him. And then the next thing I know is later that day I get a call, okay, well, they're going to put a pacemaker in. Then in August 28, his brother went for a walk around where we live and went into what they call ventricular fibrillation. They call it sudden cardiac death. So he died instantly.
Chris was only 17. But before his passing, Chris's mother, Tina, was diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or a thickening of the heart muscle, and died at the age of 38 from total heart failure. Marty soon discovered all 3 of his children also had deadly heart conditions.
I was feeling real dizzy and nauseous. I was like, I don't think I can go to school. And she was like, no, you'll be fine, get on the bus. And I was like, no, I don't think I can go. And then I passed out.
And they have what they call the Desmond gene mutation.
The Desmond gene is a protein found in the cardiac and skeletal muscle tissues of the body. But a mutation in the gene found in all 3 children has caused their heart's electrical system to shut down, to the point where
they all have pacemakers to keep their heart at a regular rhythm. We talked to their doctor in Dallas, and we asked him, how many people this age do you see with ICDs and this disease? He's seen over 1,000 patients, and they're the first.
a genetic disorder like this is so rare, it's now gaining attention outside of Wichita Falls.
Christopher wanted to go to either Oklahoma or the University of Michigan. I've contacted the University of Michigan, gave them the medical records. They're currently doing genetic studies. We're also working with the University of Oklahoma about getting a study started up there locally.
In order to honor the memory of his son even more, Marty has partnered with Burke Burnett High School to set up a $5,000 scholarship fund to help other students who are just as bright as Chris was.
He believed in respecting others, taking care of others before himself, and, being there for people.
While the search for more answers continues for the Nelson family, the sting of Chris and Tina's loss are still felt to this day.
I kept getting up, like, oh, I'm going to go talk to him, and then I realized I can't. He's not there.
His greatest strength was his heart, but it is also his biggest weakness.
Now, Marty still needs your help reaching their $5,000 goal for the Christopher Nelson Memorial Scholarship Fund. If you'd like to donate, just search Nelson over on TexamusHomepage.com.
Well, this location off of Midwestern Parkway hasn't seen a whole lot of luck in recent years. At one point, it was a burger restaurant, and then another, it was a Filipino restaurant. But things may be looking up for this location now that Pho Corner is here. Firing up the flavor and bringing awesome Asian fusion to Texomans is what Philip Allen and his partners are bringing to the table at Pho Corner.
From Puerto Rico originally. I spent some time in the military, came up to Texas, fell in love with Texas. I ran a lot of high-end restaurants in the BFW area. Moved up here in the beginning of 2017. Had a construction company for a while. Met up with my business partner, Tony. He wanted to do pho, I wanted to do some Asian fusion. We got together and this is what we created.
And what they created is night and day from what used to be here.
We wanted it to be more of like a upscale experience. Nice ambiance, music, wine, sake, some kind of place where you would want to go for a date night. The transformation was challenging. We encountered a lot of obstacles on the way. One of the obstacles was COVID.
COVID-19 hit just as Pho Corner was ready to launch in March, but it didn't stop Phil and his employees from giving back to a hurting community.
We purchased the groceries for the first food drive that we did, and then from there we started getting in donations. So I think all in all we ended up feeding about 30,000 people for free.
Now that Pho Corner is officially open for business, they're safely serving up fresh Asian-inspired cuisine, from firecracker shrimp to hot and hoppin' hibachi, to one of Phil's favorites, sizzling shishito peppers.
Basically what we do is we call blistering it. So it almost looks like we're burning it, but we're not. We're blistering the pepper to make it, to just kind of release a lot of that flavor that's in it. Yeah, if we're not cooking with fire, we're not cooking.
And how can we leave out the one reason why we're here? Stewed in large batches for 16 hours, the kitchen uses fresh beef and pork bones to make their pho, along with a few other secret ingredients to get that sweet or spicy aromatic broth. Equivalent to Mama's meatloaf, this traditional Vietnamese dish is passed through generations, and Pho Corner's recipe has been passed down by Chef Chow Phan.
Nói chung nó là cái món mà truyền thống từ lâu đời của người Việt Nam.
It's just something that it's kind of like a comfort food. Here in the U.S. we eat a lot of, burgers or steaks or stuff like that. Well, when they get together, instead of burgers and steaks, they get together and they eat pho.
Just another ingredient to the melting pot of culture, cuisine, and warm tradition here in Wichita Falls.
Well, there you have it, Pho Corner. One of the main reasons why we say, I love Texoma.